Hi, welcome to Two Batches.
Two Batches Cooking is about home style with ease.
I'm Maria.
And I'm Rosemary.
Welcome in.
Let's go inside and get started. Amen, sister.
Amen.
Woo!
Hey, today's episode is going to be to help when you're entertaining. So I am going to make my Aunt Toots's slush. It's a alcoholic base slush drink that you add 7-Up to, ginger ale, whatever, and it's just, I grew up drinking it. No, I just grew up with my mom making it, and then at one point...
Drinking it when you were 21.
Yes, that was it. But I'm going to make that today.
Great, and I'm going to do a chai recipe from my good friend Siddhi, who's from India. And I'm just going to batch for a minute about chai, the name. Chai means tea. You don't have to say chai tea, and certainly, God heavens, don't say chai tea latte. So this is a chai that is not too sweet. It is a very kind of, a little bit of a spicy tea, and it's also great to make as an alternative to coffee or on a nice cold day. So. Okay, so this is Siddhi's chai, and I call this Siddhi's chai because Siddhi and I were in graduate school together in New York City, and she taught me how to make this chai. She's originally from India, and what I love about this chai is any chai that I've ever tasted, like from other stores, which will remain nameless, it's too sweet. I don't know, there's something wrong with it. So this one has some sugar in it, and you can deal with the level of sugar as per your taste. But this one comes out tasting subtle and spicy. So this is a 2-person recipe. So you're gonna get 2 cups out of this you can share, and you can cut this recipe in half for 1 person. So this is 1.5 cups of water. And we're gonna put that in. We wanna bring that to a boil along with 4 teaspoons of sugar. Now here's where you can regulate that if you'd like less. And then the recipe calls for a couple pinches of tea spice. And so tea spice, I've mixed this all together. Let me show you what goes into it. And it sounds complicated, but it's not. I had all these ingredients in my house except for the cardamom. So it is a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground pepper. And then this was the one I had to go out and find. So it's a 1/4 teaspoon of cardamom. And so I found it in seeds. So I just have poured the seeds in here, and then I bagged it out, okay? So all that is just added in the tea spice. So as the sugar and the water are going, we're just gonna get this in there. And we are gonna boil this, and we're gonna let this water come to a boil. Okay, so this smells great, and it's starting to boil. You don't have to get it to a huge boil. And I'm gonna add 1 cup of milk. And so this is whole milk. You can add 2%. You know, when I called Siddhi in advance of doing this recipe, she's very disciplined about what she eats. She typically does not have any dairy. So she said you could always do it with soy milk as well. So I'm gonna add in the milk, that's just regular whole milk. And we're gonna give this a little bit to start to boil again. Okay, so the milk has been put in, it's starting to get a little bit boily, bubbly. And so this is just black tea, all right? And so this is 3 tea bags. So I just cut open the 3 tea bags that I had, and it actually has the measure in it already. It's already pre-measured. So it's regular black tea, no flavors, no nothing, no Earl Grey, English breakfast, you know, Irish breakfast, or just plain black tea. And I'm gonna put that in there, and those are the leaves, and we're gonna give that a chance to turn into tea, basically, turn into chai. So we're gonna let this boil for 1 minute. We're gonna turn it down and let it simmer for 1 minute, and then we're gonna turn it off and leave it for 1 minute, and then it's ready to strain and not plate, but put in a cup. Okay, so this has been steeping for about a minute. We turned the heat off. As you can see, it's looking creamy and good. And if you remember, you put loose tea in here, so when you put it into your cup, you want to strain it. So let's just pour this goodness out. And I'm going to leave a little bit at the top so we can grab the tops without burning our fingers. Looks like it's going to make a little bit more than 2 cups, which is great. Give us a little bit more. And that's our chai. So good. Now we just get to enjoy.
Okay, so now I have the slush, which is almost all the way frozen. It's fine that it takes over 24 hours when it's in a big container. If it's in a flatter container, it wouldn't take as long. But you take the frozen slush mixture.
What's in it?
And again, there's the orange juice, the limeade, there's water, there's steeped tea. So you take a couple cups of hot water and steep a couple tea bags.
Oh, so we have a tea thing going.
We got a tea thing going on here. And
alcohol.
water and bourbon.
Ooh.
Maker's Mark. Hey. So now I have some Sprite. So you just top
This is like a Kentucky Derby drink.
the drink.
Oh my God, there's bourbon in here. That's just so awesome.
Of course.
Okay, let's try this.
So cheers.
Just slush. Oh my God. Wow.
It is good.
This is so good.
It is. I mean, like I said, thank you, Aunt Toots, for this recipe because it is just wonderful.
So this is like, you could use it at a holiday party. You
Mhm.
could do like Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, I mean, like
Little
I said,
Derby.
family reunions. We just
Weeknight.
have the
Weeknight on the way home from work.
But it is. It's when you have a group of people, it's good to have because you can just have it out. People help themselves, and
So we're gonna wash
Sorry.
this down with some chai. Oh, that's very
It is-
mild. Not
it is-
sugary.
I've had chai at different establishments,
Yeah, let's put it that way.
Let's
Different
just-
establishments.
and you know, I know it came out of a box and they heated milk and mixed it together. This is fantastic.
It is. Oh my God, 2 drinks. This is so
Where's
awesome.
the like?
You know, this one is so good. I'm gonna have it every night. Remember who we are.
We're
Yeah,
two
even if we don't,
batches.
even if we don't after drinking this.
2 batches. Recipes are on Facebook. Watch us on YouTube
Mm.
and enjoy.
Bourbon is good.